What if you could accept exactly where you are at the moment? What if you could accept exactly who you are in this moment and who you're being called to be? What if you could activate your higher purpose and step into your most authentic self expression? What if right now is a perfectly potent and magical time to do so, as we are deep in the energy of Lionsgate, moving from July into August here. August setting us up to be a rather potent month ahead, with the 8-8 portal now open, peaking on the 8th of August. What do we need to know, see, and hear for our lovely collective? Hello, high flyers and deep divers. I'm Anthony with Aerie Intuitions, and if you're new here, thanks for tuning in. If you're not, thanks for returning. Appreciate your patronage. Let's take in a Lionsgate breath. So it's hard for me to grab my bowl so I can watch the timer. Breathing in for 8 seconds and 2, 1. Holding at the top. Let it out. And hold it out. And relax. Andare se, andare ushkadare, andare ay, satur utare mwe asha. Ishata ay, anda ay, sa ay. Sakmet, Ishtar energies coming through heavily. And if you've been with me, you know we read with Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron regularly. May also resonate with having Michael as one of your main guides or someone we've been working with for some time. Self-empowerment, cutting cords, establishing boundaries, and clarifying our energy. You're on the path to soul love, number 33. Because you've been paying attention to body, mind, and spirit, it's bringing you on this path to soul love. And looking at this card, we have this gorgeous person here in meditation, this figure that's awakened the light within, that's channeling through the channel the divine energies, also connecting down here on earth, bringing into body, mind, and spirit the masculine and feminine frequencies, essentially just establishing a pillar of light within our beingness, our whole of our being, radiating that, you're beginning to radiate that rainbow frequency, the authentic self-expression, your soul love. It's time to love on your soul, to learn to love the wholeness of who you are. Your whole soul deserves to be loved and is love. It's a great time for meditation, highly energetic, amazing time to manifest if you're into manifestation. And if you need help manifesting, you can always book a coaching session with me. Just book it as a reading and tell me you want to do some coaching around meditation. 444 on the timer, so we can help you establish foundations, 448, the number 8 here, to take back your power. Meditation isn't just about calming your mind. I know there's a misconception that meditation is about quieting the mind, and it can be. There's a certain level that we get to where it becomes quiet when we allow other processes to happen, the energy to move through us. Neatly put, meditation, it's like this vehicle. You're surrounded by this bubble of light, connecting to the cosmic heart, also grounding in this ruby red bubble here. As you activate your causal chakra here, your soul purpose, because you've been loving on your soul. And doing this in meditation is helping to connect you to the cosmic heart, to your authentic truth. So you can 555 on the timer, embrace the changes in life. When we're authentically coming from a powerful foundation of soul love, you can express your authentic truth. We've got sacred geometry. We've got just a pyramid kind of inside of a circle. So if seeing the foundations inside of cycles, finding your core foundations, your core authentic truth, being called to be authentic, to get to the core of you, seeing like this iris energy, to see authentically, to see yourself authentically. So getting kind of like cosmic, you're seeing your cosmic truth as well. It's giving me very much nebula, cosmic egg energy, going into that egg rebirthing. You're in the birthing process. We are kind of in quite a limerent, liminal space, sorry. And now we're activating here into Lionsgate, and your soul mating. It's like some of you are, not all of you, have been calling in soul mates, whether it's friends, family, or partners. 737, a plane, we may be flying to meet a soulmate. Calling in your soulmate as you align with your cosmic heart, with your higher self. So we open the flower of the soul star chakra here, which gives us access to that higher heart, opening up to our soul, opening up to our solar energies, activating the soul star. It's all about soul love, soul mating, authentic truth. When you speak your truth and act and not act, but be in an authentic way, you open the gates to mating with your soul and others. Become a mate for soul relationships and for a relationship with the divine parts of your soul, as well as the deeper earthly parts of your soul. With grounding, reminding us to ground us in, to stay grounded at this time. To for feeling overwhelmed, taking time to get out on Mother Earth, connecting to our pillar, connecting to the tree of life within you, your chakra system, your pillar can ground you into the earth. Again, if you need help grounding, contact me for a soul, coaching session here, and we can go over some techniques to stay grounded. Yes, we're also grounded in these frequencies of the higher heart, Christ consciousness, the Lyran gate, which is the Lion's Gate, is also known as the Lyran gate, when Leo aligns with the constellation Lyra. Syrians also involved very much in the Lion's Gate. connections to Egypt, the Sphinx, halls of Amenti, and before I forget, signs from animals, maybe seeing anteater, gray herons. What else was it? Oh boy. She'll have to come through when it's ready. Divine feminine. Yeah, we have all this cosmic heart, this divine feminine energy. So you're stepping more powerfully into your divine feminine energy, your ability to receive. And this is a wonderful time to receive these cosmic energies, to receive cosmic energies of Divine Mother. Again, we have these rainbow bridge energies, rainbow star seeds, rainbow children, rainbow family. Interestingly enough, I'm seeing like a little bit of a reptilian face in here. And while, yes, there may be some nefarious reptilians, there are reptilians who have chosen to change their ways, to open up to trying to understanding uh, the path of light and or the middle path as well. Okay, so what else do we need to know, see, and hear? We're going to go to Abraham Hicks. He's asking at his giving cards. A little preview of what the deck looks like at the well-being cards. The well-being cards by Abraham Hicks. The little bird singing on the front. So birds singing via synchronicity. Connecting with trees. You may have been connecting with trees. Larger trees. Looking for the biggest tree we can find, kind of, to help us to get grounded. I know I've got a couple of tree friends that some of the biggest I found in the area to get out and connect with. Beatrice, I think she was giving me her name, reminding me of her name. What else do we need to know, see, and hear? What do we need to know, see, and hear? Last one. Okay. Since every request is granted, I feel no competition. Yes, this is what goes with what we were trying to, on the side of being authentic, expressing ourselves, our authentic truth from a place of soul love. Taking ourselves out of that realm of competition and comparison, because if you haven't heard this quote before, it's one of my favorites. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is also the thief of peace and manifestation. Comparing ourselves to others, what we have. I feel no competition, since every request is granted. Every request is granted. There is no end to the universal resources that fulfill these requests. And there's no end to the answers of the never-ending stream of questions. And for that reason, there is no competition. Now, we're all asking from different places. And while we may ask similar questions, often we're asking from different spaces, places, and the cycles. What if Source were standing in my physical shoes? What if Source were here in this physical body? What if the whole of you, 1441, we may be seeing reflecting numbers, were here in your physical body? It is not your job to make something happen. Your work is like coming out of that doership and into receiving divine feminine energies. Grounding in this idea that we can mate with our soul purpose and find other soulmates that bring us into alignment, what it is we came to co-create, to receive, to love, to flow through us. If we were standing in your physical shoes, our attention would be upon bringing ourselves into alignment with the desires and the preferences we have launched. We would consciously feel our way into alignment with our higher heart, with the cosmic heart. Source, we're standing in our physical shoes. We take time to meditate, to connect to our highest self, to connect to the cosmic heart, to connect to this grand central sun, which is, you could say, the heart of all of creation in this galaxy, at least. If you don't know, there's life beyond this galaxy as well, and all the other galaxies and universes. 31. And this solar sun we're standing in, you're standing in the spotlight. Spirit encouraging you to know if all of you were here with it, if you only knew who and where you come from, what lives inside of you, this light, solar energy. Leo, it's time to stand in the spotlight, to align yourself consciously with the preferences you have launched, to get into the disc, to be on that disc, that level of frequency that's alignment with your desires. Only I know what is appropriate for me. Only you know what your authentic truth is. So listen to that little voice inside. Our voice may feel small at times, but often because we've squashed our confidence, or confidence and self-respect has been squashed or squandered. Only I know what is appropriate for me. Soul love. When you remember that everyone who asks is given, then how wonderful and appropriate is you to make the choices for you. For the universe operates in much more efficiently without a middleman interceding on your behalf. You always know in the moment what is best for you. So stop giving away your power to outside sources, including figures, icons, putting even our gods, goddesses, guides on a pedestal. It's about co-creation. It's about understanding that we only need to raise our frequency. I can gradually change my vibrational frequency. You can change the structure of things, like the structure of water. How I was literally just watching a short not long before this on Tibetan bowls, and how when they vibrate, they create geometrical patterns. There is no thought that you cannot eventually have, just as there is no place that you cannot eventually reach from wherever you are. Accept where you are. But you cannot instantly jump to a thought that has a vibrational frequency very different from the thoughts you are usually thinking. And this is where Abraham Hicks, in my mind, differs from people's understanding of the law of attraction, that it's all about spiritual bypassing, that you're just looking for, repeating positive thoughts and only positive. No, it's about gradually changing your vibrational frequency, getting into meditation, going underneath the layers of the ego expression, the noise, the loud, busy, lower mind, as they call it, or the ego mind, and know that you have the ability to direct your own thoughts. The thoughts are just beliefs that you keep thinking. So collecting the thoughts that you want to think with. The fireflies here, we may be seeing fireflies, blue birds, white flowers. We have 39, 43, 47, 31. We have 31 out here twice. We may be seeing 31, 31, 34. We got 7, 6, 33, 39, and 3. Lots of threes, threes and nines, 3, 6, 9. You have the option of observing things as they are, or imagining them as you want them to be. And whichever option you choose, your thoughts produce a vibration within you that equals the point of your attraction. And then the circumstances and events line up to match the vibration you have offered. This is a funny one too, because I've heard spiritual teachers criticize law of attraction, create your own reality. It's like, well, if you're creating your own reality, you're excluding everyone else's free will. But it's not about pressing on anyone else's will or creating like an earth where no one else exists and you think like you're never going to run in, because those people, all the people that we interact with, all of the situations that have pushed us to wanting to find a place of soul connection, peace through meditation, are all part of the co-creation of coming back to self. I understand when people would think it's about more of a narcissistic endeavor, and probably could be if taken too far. But we all have narcissistic tendencies at times. I am standing on the leading edge of thought, getting ready to take a leap of faith, being encouraged to open your mind, to blossom the mind. Opening the crown chakra, again, white flowers. All that has been ever experienced by all that is has culminated into all that is now being experienced in the physical life experience on planet Earth. All the experiences you ever had, all the experiences anyone's had, has culminated into what we are now receiving. I'm curious if I can find the soul love card reading. If it doesn't pop out, we'll just move on. Got the soul mating card. Perfect. We'll read a little bit about this one. A new encounter or deepening of an already existing union will profoundly change the way you perceive unconditional love. So soul mating, yes, receiving perhaps a new understanding because we choose to express ourselves authentically may open you up. Definitely will open you up to profound change. Chemistry between two people doesn't mean that they are life partners. You have entered each other's life to awaken, expand, and open the heart so wide that they may never close again. Soul love, yeah, that's soul love for sure. Time is not necessary to shift the cogs of your heart and feel absolute ecstasy of you. A moment can open you to euphoria. The purpose of a soul relationship is to mirror your love and light and melt away any hard edges or walls that you have built. Whatever is mirrored will intensify. Love and peace will feel bigger, but so will fear or pain. This reveals any wounds that hold us from love so we can heal them and embrace more of the love we already recognize. So, inspired reflections and actions. Don't talk about old relationships. Focus on what you want now. Focus on what you want to create. Fall in love with yourself. So love. Treat yourself as you are beloved and you're beloved. Nourish your heart with tenderness. Care for yourself as you are the most important person in the world and know how lovable you are. And when you are meditating, of that, we've got the meditation card. Place a rose quartz near your heart area to help you feel the unconditional love for yourself and others. And for the journal work, this is from the Secret Language of Light deck. reading from the book. Write down 7 things you want to experience in a new current romantic relationship, or platonic, or single, or, whatever works. Write down how you expect each item to make you feel and see if you can find that feeling in your own life now. You attract into your life what you are. Yeah, some of you may have been listening to Louise Hay House, Louise Hayes. If you don't know who Louise Hayes is, check her out. Amazing, wonderful videos, meditations, sleep, transmissions, you could call them, channeling she uses, and she's good at just lulling one to sleep, but also kind of lulling you out of stuck places, helping change the vibration. Consciously feeling our way into alignment. Abraham Hicks, Louise Hayes. If you not familiar with those two, I would definitely recommend you check them out. 3 of Cups. This is about understanding your belonging and to know that you're always came here to belong. You belonged the moment you came here. Ravens, crows, maybe of significance. We got sunset energy. There's also that lower 3 chakras, root, sacral, and solar plexus, the physical chakras, the earthly chakras, what we're being called to ground into. And underneath that, we have the 4 of Swords, taking time for reflection, to focus our mental energy on softening the inner self, softening to the higher inner self, to the unconditional love, softening the heart. With the Lamb here, Christ consciousness, Jesus, also often called the Lamb of God. So he embodied the softness and the warmth of Christ consciousness. Hearing just those 2 underneath. We have the Daughter of Swords. So it's all about getting clear on what you want to create. As the Page of Swords here, maybe some ideas coming to mind as well about what's appropriate for you, getting clear on what's appropriate. So you're becoming more clear on what's appropriate for you, letting in these cosmic energies, getting fairy, getting stardust, and finding the wisdom that comes with beginning to speak our authentic truth, with carving through the chafe, carving through the crap. We've got the 2 of Cups, so very much could be a relationship offer coming in, an opportunity to open our heart to, X marks the spot, a time when perhaps we won't forget how we felt, authentic truth, speaking our truth around love. Perhaps someone is coming to speak their truth towards you, their truth feelings. This is all about balance. The universe has been, you might have felt like in this liminal space, and we've been doing the manifesting and the shadow work. We've been dealing with all the negativity. And it came out in reverse. So we've overcome much of the negativity. You're learning how to overcome the negativity, how to integrate and embody, to accept it, to accept where you are, the Daughter of Pentacles, accepting where you are, accepting the negativity, the fear, the pain as part of the process of, launching the rockets of desire that create the vortex of what it is we're capable of receiving, which is, the soulmate energy. And we receive, every relationship that builds up and challenges up, and not to the extent of a toxic way, is about expanding our soul, expanding our perception of our experience here so that we can integrate and open up to receiving. That was a powerful time. Many of you are going to be receiving heart chakra openings. Archangel Chamuel, helping to open the heart here. Empress, Divine Feminine. This is that Divine Feminine energy card right here. Got the Empress and the Divine Feminine coming together. And again, the number 33, 333. Here, 3 and 33. The Empress knows that the world is abundant. The Empress knows that everything is happening for her. The Empress is grounded and has the ability to direct her own thoughts, to receive higher wisdom. And with Magenta here, that that divine purpose, our knowing of what we came here to create. And the Empress also knows when to accept, gifts of love. The Nine of Cups. Your experiences have shown you what you would desire. Your experiences show you where you're at. Utilize your experiences and integrate them into understanding that it was always part of your belonging. It was always part of teaching you where you belong, and belonging to fit in versus fitting in to belong. We're no longer putting ourselves in a box to please others. This is about being that soul star expression. Talking all about the soul star chakra. So we've got activating the soul star chakra when we choose to finally open up to our heart to another in an authentic way. It has the magic, the capacity to melt those heart walls and reveal the light within, to reveal the stardust, this rainbow expression. Star seeds, light workers, way showers. You came here to express yourself authentically, to stand in a physical body as a star being, 3333 on the timer, to embody mind and soul, your authentic truth, your soul love. You came here to love on your soul in a 3D way. And to, as we ascend, to ground in the more dynamic, higher frequency energies, and allowing this to unfold to a deeper sense of belonging as we dissolve competition and elevate the collective frequency. You're becoming more clear on what it is you want to create. So keep doing your best to change your vibrational frequency and direct your thoughts toward the leading edge of what you want to create. Thank you for tuning into this channel. I love you. Take care.